Do you strive to be the best property management entrepreneur in your market? Sometimes, to be the best, you have to learn from the best. I just got back from Narcom Broker Owner, where I got to speak with some of the top property management minds in the industry. I'm also fortunate that we work with some of those top property management minds, and I get to speak to them on a regular basis. So in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through the top 10 traits that I've noticed some of the most successful property management entrepreneurs carry. So let's get straight into it. The first trait of the top property management entrepreneurs that I've had the pleasure of speaking with is their ability to follow through. There's certain company owners that I'll speak with, and we'll give them a specific task that we want them to do, and it'll take months to get anything back. Whereas the most successful ones, the ones that are either generating a lot of leads, bringing in a ton of doors, or operating at a very high profit margin, they'll have a really quick follow-through ability, meaning we'll tell them something and literally the next day, they're already sending us questions of issues that they've encountered while trying to achieve the task that's at hand. The second trait is they know their numbers. The best minds in the business, if you ask them what a client is worth to them or what their close rate is, like that, they're gonna be able to answer you. Whereas companies that are a little less successful, they don't know these numbers. They have no idea what a client's worth to their business. If you ask them these, they'll generally try to guess, but they actually don't know. So make sure to know your numbers, have this information down pat so that you know what it takes to actually scale your business. The third thing that I've noticed is they hire A players. They don't try to go at it alone. They know that if they are able to put together a really good team, that's gonna take them much further than if they try to do everything themselves. So don't be scared to delegate. In fact, you need to delegate if you really want to grow and scale. So get that out of your head that you can do everything. You can't, or you can, and you're gonna burn yourself out and you're not gonna last very long. The fourth thing is they invest in growth. So they know that if they want to grow and reach their goals, they need to actually make an investment to achieve that type of growth. Don't be scared to invest into your business. By investing in your business, over time, that investment's going to compound and you're gonna get a much better rate of return than you would from any other type of investment out there. So don't be scared to go out, invest in your business, whether that's hiring A players like I spoke about before, investing in good marketing, investing in really good quality operations, systems to improve your operations. Go out there, figure out where you can best invest your money, and then take action. Now, on the topic of growth, I just want to take a second and let you know about something we offer at Upkeep Media. It's called the free property management lead gen analysis. It's basically a 30-minute call where we're going to walk you through what your competitors are doing to bring on new properties to manage. We'll show you where you're currently positioned from an online standpoint, and then we'll give you recommendations you can look to implement to help your business grow, regardless of whether or not we work together. Our goal in that is really just to give you an education and provide value. You can decide whether or not we're a good fit for you, and that's perfectly fine. So like I said, just go to upkeepmedia.com/growth, fill out the form on that page, and a member of our team will reach out at the time that you had scheduled. So let's get back to it. The fifth trait that the most successful property management entrepreneurs exhibit is they're always experimenting. They're not staying stagnant. They're always trying new things to try and improve their business. Now, this doesn't mean trying a new thing every single day. You have to try something, commit to it for a reasonable amount of time, and then see if it works for your company. So keep that in mind. You should always be experimenting if you want your business to continue to improve. The sixth trait that the most successful property management entrepreneurs exhibit is they have a long-term mindset. They're not thinking in months, they're thinking in years and even decades. You need to have that mindset as a business owner. It's very rare that a business is gonna go from $0 to $1 million in its first year. But it's much more reasonable to go from $1 million to $2 million in its fifth year. Point being is, it takes time to get results. It takes time to really build up your business, so you need to have that long-term mindset, know where you want to be, set your goals in 5-year spans, 10-year spans, not in 1-month spans and 2-month spans. The seventh trait is they ignore shiny objects. A lot of company owners we speak with can't focus in on one thing. What you need to do is find what you really believe in and go all in on it. Don't start getting attracted to the latest fad. I'll give you a perfect example. In January of 2023, AI went viral. or AI content, I should say, went viral. That had been around for about 2 years beforehand. Just most people in property management weren't aware of it. But what happened was ChatGPT came out, everyone went crazy, and everyone started freaking out about AI content. A lot of people completely changed their course, went all in on AI content, and what happened about 4 weeks ago, there was a major algorithm update, and a lot of those websites got penalized. Now, we've had a bunch of them reach out to us. The issue is, now their website's in a really bad place, whereas before, they were heading in the right direction. So, point being is, don't get attracted to the latest fad without reason. Use your judgment, of course. Try to figure out what's actually going on. Don't just jump on something the second it comes out. See what happens over time, let it develop, and then make an informed decision. The 8th trait is having an optimistic mindset. A lot of things are going to go wrong in business. I can tell you that happens with every business out there, especially in property management where there's a lot of moving parts. Now, what's important is how you actually deal with that. Are you going to get down on yourself and start doubting your ability to run a property management company? Or are you going to look at this as an opportunity to learn? Are you going to say, you know what, that was a mistake, we messed up, but I've learned this from this mistake, and I'm going to implement this into our business so that this doesn't happen again. So keep that in mind. You want to have an optimistic mindset in all things in life, to be honest, because there's no benefit in being a pessimist. And as I said, the most successful property management entrepreneurs that we work with are eternal optimists. The 9th trait that the most successful property management company owners exhibit is they're constantly learning. So they're never at a point where they're like, I know everything. That's a dangerous mindset to have, especially as a business owner. So you should always be reading, you should always be out there trying to find new information online, be going to conferences, whatever it is that's your best method for learning, just make sure that you're constantly doing it. So essentially you want to make sure that the knowledge you have now is not the exact same knowledge you have in a year or 2 years from now. If you can continuously improve your knowledge when it comes to running a business, when it comes to property management, it's going to benefit you in the long run. Now, the 10th trait is protect the asset. And when I say protect the asset, I'm not talking about real estate. I'm talking about your mind. The most successful property management companies we work with, the owner is not always working. The reason for that is if you're always working, you're going to eventually burn out. You're going to run out of energy, and then what happens is you're able to do nothing. The most successful property management company owners that we work with have very set times on when they're working, when they're available, and they're focused during those hours. So keep that in mind. You need to protect your mind. You need to make sure that you have time to recuperate, because that's often when some of your best ideas will happen. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you learned something and you can apply it to your own life. If you like this video, please give it a like, hit the subscribe button, it means a lot to us, and we'll see you next time.